here's the guidelines then for ensuring healthy apples, oranges, and fruit salad. That you want to listen to the child, you want to help the child discover the gender position that feels most authentic, and you want to fortify that child's gender resilience. And I want to quote from Milton Diamond, who's been doing this work for many, many years, that gender does not lie between our legs, it lies between our ears. And that to live comfortably in your own skin does not equate with living uncomfortably with your genitals. So it's not the same thing. And that I think it's really important for us in our language and our thinking to keep in mind that a penis does not necessarily equal male, and a vagina does not necessarily equal female. And to change the language, particularly with children, to the following. That most people are born with either a penis or a vagina. Some people have a combination. But most people who are born with a penis will be boys, but some of them will be girls. Most people who are born with a vagina will be girls, but some of them will be boys. So you become a penis-embodied person and a vagina-embodied person, but it's degendered. It is the apparatus you have. And it's an understanding, well, let me try this. How many in this room are left-handed? Am I the only left-handed person? This is like, we should be 10%, but let me just say that the statistics are that 10% of people are left-handed. We are a minority, but we exist. And I know in some cultures we're considered abnormal and we are to be corrected or avoided. But in our culture right now, nobody corrects me anymore for being left-handed. And we now celebrate all the wonderful left-handed people in the world who have done remarkable things and make lists of them. So that's the same thing if we think of penis-embodied people and vagina-embodied people. You may be a small number, but that's just variation. It's just variation. And this is why what you may be hearing today from your children, from children in the community is, I am not trans. I've always been a girl. I just happen to be born with a penis. I am just a girl. And indeed, according to our theory, they're right. And they've had to deal with the genitalia they were born with, but within the theory, that actually fits. So I will say that with that said, I just want to underline that in the model of ensuring healthy apples, oranges, and fruit salad, we must never make an attempt to ward off a transgender or gender nonconforming outcome and to stop any social transitions from prepubertal children, but instead to let the children tell us who they are and let them be who they are. So I wanted to just finish this and then we can open up for questions. To let the children speak for themselves. So this is a child that I had seen in private therapy. And then when our clinic opened at UCSF, this child started coming to the clinic. And at the age of 8, got clearly in focus that this child was female, not male, and did a full transition from male to female between 3rd and 4th grade. So when this child was coming for a visit at age 9, post-transition, the child was asked, you know, what would you do if someone told you that now it was time to go back living as a boy? What would you do? So without missing a beat, here was the response. I'd take him to court. And then there was like a little bit of just a lull. And then this little girl said, oh, well, they can take me to court. So just remember, they might take you to court.